3. Hello.
Hello, Teacher Will.
Are you okay today?
I'm feeling quite well.
Good. Okay. So, first one, I'm going to give you a little interview, okay? Try and answer using full sentences. You know the rules. Ready?
Okay.
So, good evening. What's your name?
Hello, Teacher Will. My name is Bao An.
And how old are you, Mama?
I'm 11 years old.
Where do you live?
I live in Long Biên, Hanoi, but my hometown is in Hải Phòng and Hưng Yên.
Good. And who do you live with?
I live with my family.
Who is in your family?
In my family, there are my brother, my little sister, my grandmother, my mother, my dad.
Good. And part number 2, how do you get to school every day?
I get to school by cycle.
Bicycle?
Yes, bicycle.
Why?
Because my school is far from my house, and many people ask, why don't you tell your parents to drive you to school? And my parents wake up too late to drive me to school, and that's why I bicycle to school.
Okay, cycle to school.
Cycles.
What did you do last weekend?
Last weekend is pretty much like other weekend because I just play video game, do chores, and sleep, eat.
Good. Do you think English will be useful for you in the future?
Yes, because English is a international language, and for example, you're traveling and you need to ask someone about the traffic and road, you can use English because it's an international language.
Good. How often do you use English?
Pretty much every day. Most the reason I use it because every day I have an English subject every day, so I have to use it often.
Okay, good. And do you have a computer?
Yes, I do. The computer costs like 12 million Vietnam dong.
And how often do you use it?
Pretty much every weekend because I can only play at the week.
Okay, good. So, for the next part, I want you to look at this photograph for me. Okay, and I want you to talk about it for 1 minute. What can you see and what do you think the boy is doing?
So I can see the boy wear a white shirt with like blue thing here, and he has yellow hair. He's playing video game because by looking at his eyes, he's really he's feel very fun because if he's studying, it won't be fun because everybody feel like that. I can tell. In his closet, there are many t-shirts, and most of them has many texture, which will prove that he's in between the age of 10 to 13. And if you look to the left of me, you can see a sport bike because the handlebar is the sport type. His computer, I don't think is any of famous computer type because most of the computer will show the logo here in the middle.
Yeah.
And he's not and he doesn't use any mouse pad that will make the mouse move, you control the mouse harder.
Okay, so you think he needs to buy a mouse pad? Good.
Everyone does.
Good. Okay, and the next picture I'm going to show you is titled Summer Holiday. What do you think is happening in this picture?
I think the picture is about a dad and his son going to the beach to play. The wave is pretty strong and the dad not gonna swim because he's not wearing any swimming suit, and the boys gonna come down there with the out or someone like that because there are few people in the water. The water is pretty high, and by the time the sun come, it will raise down or something like that, and the sand is wet. So I think the dad will sit far from that, but still enough to see his son. His son wear a ring, to provide him from drown. But if he doesn't have that, he still have his out or someone in his family to help him not to drown.
Okay, good job. So, for the next part of the test, I'm going to show you some hobbies. So, this is the girl. You can call her whatever you want to call her. She is very strong and fit and loves the outdoors. Here are some options of hobbies. I want you to look at the hobbies and tell me which you think would be good for her and which you don't think would be good for her.
First is sailing. Sailing is a great way to travel the world and look outside, but it's not good for people who have seasick because they're gonna have like nausea on the way, and the number of accidents is too much. For example, there is a storm, tornado, broken ship, many more.
Yeah.
And ballet.
Ballet, yeah.
And ballet is great if you enjoy it, but most people don't find it enjoyable and fun because if you want to dance like a master, you will need skill and practice, and it will cost a lot of time. Painting is good. You will there are two types of painting. You will use your creative to paint like Picasso,
Yeah.
or you will use the scenery around you to draw. I prefer the scenery because it will make it. If you look, you can see what it, and you don't have to use your imagination a lot because you can see. Playing tennis is good for your muscle and a great way to exercise, and it's fun too because if you do that, your muscle will feel a lot better. But if you play too much tennis, your muscle will hurt a lot, and your leg too. Riding a horse is super hard, but if you know how to ride a horse, you can ride it for hours without being bored. I can tell because I have ride, but I never tried tutorial.
Okay.
Someone had keep the horse so it don't run away and kick me or something like that. But it's fun, and the horse, even if it keep in someone's hand, it still run very fast, and I think that comfortable.
Good.
Hiking is fun, and you can take it as an exercise or something to help you more like more stronger or like that. Yeah, stronger. But it really depends on the mountain because most of mountain are like 1,000 meter, or you can choose some to lower it down. But I don't think there are much of the low mountain because is there in here in Long Biên or somewhere in Hanoi. I don't think there is, and it really requires strength and tendency because you climb for like 1 or 2 hours depending on the mountain height.
Yeah. Okay. Piano.
Piano is cool, and if If you know how to play it, you can flex on other people. But piano requires some skill, like you know how to read music notes, and you need to practice to play it like your master. You need plenty of time, but if you try, it will worth your time.
Okay, so which of these do you think is the best hobby for the girl?
For me, I think it's hiking and tennis.
Why?
Because tennis doesn't require a lot of skill but still remain fun and have her exercise stronger. And hiking really help you because I've tried and really depends on the mountain and the season, because if you go on summer you're gonna be super hot and you don't wanna climb, but if you go on like winter and wear some channel, you will be fine. It's feel comfortable.
Okay, good. Let's move on. So, what is your hobby?
I have a lot of hobby too, but I think my favorite is chess, playing chess and listen to music.
Do you have enough time to play chess?
Well, normally, yeah, because I often play at break time in my school.
Good. And do you prefer spending your free time alone or with others?
Can you read again?
Do you prefer spending your free time alone or with other people?
Well, it depends on your personality, because if you like alone, then yeah, you can alone. But if
I'm asking you. How do you feel?
I think you should play with the other because it helps you communicate and help you talk to people better.
Sure.
And some people could be friend with you or even best friend.
Are there any hobbies that you would like to try?
Well, I think it's piano because I can flex on my friend.
Okay, cool. And which hobbies do you think are the most difficult?
It should be chess.
Chess, yeah?
Because chess require some brain skill and you need to read your enemy next move, or you're gonna make a big mistake and then you should resign after that.
Okay, good job, well done. We'll finish the test there. Good job, well done.
Yay.
Take off the microphone for me and the